So I'm going to go over the financial procedures for Pop-Up Enterprise Online. And now that I have become a successful Redbubble sales person, I guess, I have some transactions, so that's good. So I designed this tank top. I really didn't design it as a tank top, but it comes in all sorts of different versions. You can see a little bit of the evolution. So here's Climate Voter. Before, I'd just come up with plain old Climate Voter, got some feedback, and decided to add a tree and a line. So I like the new design a lot. I think that feedback is always valuable, almost always valuable. So here's my design. And as you can see down here, if it's not clear, this can come in all sorts of different versions, and it'll automatically do that. And there's different colors as well. So you can see all the products it's available on. You get sweatshirts, yada yada. Added a little drawstring bag, a pin, all sorts of things. So you can decide which options you want to make available, as we talked about in class or in the last video. Now, to go through the accounting aspect, go to Account Settings, click over here to the Sales History, and to make life a little easier, you're going to download as a CSV, and then pull open your CSV. So here's the CSV I just downloaded. Right now there's these 6 transactions. As you continue to sell, this CSV is going to just get longer and longer. So in some sense, you can just copy the new stuff on. That's probably the best way to go. So October 1st sales. Here's my sales for the day. And let me just go over this real quickly. Here's your retail price. So this is what somebody paid for a Relaxed Fit t-shirt. I'm really not sure why this Relaxed Fit t-shirt is cheaper than this one. That seems odd. These other ones, it's like different kinds of shirts, so I get it, but it's a mystery. You can look into it. Okay, so the retail price, whatever was charged to the consumer, is in column M, and these are the most important things. The manufacturing price, this is what Redbubble took as their cut in order to have this website and produce and ship your t-shirt. So that's their price. And here's the artist margin, which means this is your profits. So this is profit for this sale. I sold a $29 t-shirt. I made $9. Not too bad. Remember that you can control the size of your margin, and you can change that if you find that your prices are maybe too high because you're not selling enough, or maybe you should try to increase your prices to be able to raise more money for your nonprofit. So that's what we have there. Other relevant things, order date, obviously ship date's important. So this sticker, quick turnaround, shipped out already on the same day. So that's cool. So we'll see how long these take to ship. If a customer reaches out to you, which you'll be checking your email every day. If a customer reaches out to you, then you and asks, I don't know where my order is, what's going on, check here and look for the status and the ship date. Okay, so we got the product, we've got the work. This is Climate Voter, which is the kind of the design, the name of the design, where it's going, yada yada, all these things. Now, once you have your transactions in here, then we're going to do this on a weekly basis. And so every Friday, your Redbubble and Financial Manager will make sure this happens, either do it themselves or have someone else do it. And what you're going to do is you're just going to sum up all of those margins. So to create a sum, you do equals sum, parentheses, left parentheses, and then click over to transactions, and then you're just going to highlight the range that you want to sum. So I'm going to highlight all the artist margins for this period, and then you do right parentheses and push enter. Okay, so my net revenue is $46.67. Not bad for my first day. So this would be the week. So really what I'd want to do is come back tomorrow and add up my revenues for the day, for the week. You'll start doing that on October 9th when your sales are all set up. And then you're just going to do that every week. So your transactions are over here. Once again, you go, just to recap here, you go into your, this is weird, account details. Interesting. Yeah, account details. I think it was called account settings and a different way to get to it. But anyways, then you go into your sales history, download as a CSV, pull it up from there, and then highlight, copy, paste, go back into your financial statements, paste it here, go to your account ledger, sum up your transactions for that time period, push enter, and there you go. So nothing too crazy. So that's going to be your general accounting procedures. It's pretty easy and should hopefully give you a feel for a little bit of these terms. Make sure, if you're not sure what something means, look it up, ask a team member, ask your TA mentor, ask me. Because if you're not sure what the terms are, we want you to become familiar with the terms and, you know, these different concepts. And it's also, you're less likely to make mistakes if you know what if you know what the various things mean. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So now we can look at my dashboard. Oh, it's not displaying this. Well, I might fix the template to see why it's not displaying that. I'll try a couple things before I finalize that template. So if you've already downloaded the template, you might want to re-download it for these updates. Same thing here, where this reference should be clearly something's gotten overwritten. And I'll have to go back and add that back in, because what I'd like to do is have your revenue is just going to add up automatically. It's not going to be a big difficult thing to do. So you'll pretty much just have, you know, October, November, and December for this class, and see what your revenues can be. And we'll go through a little bit of these different, you know, the stuff was covered in the book, profit loss statement and balance sheet. But we'll review that as we get further into it. So once we get 1 week of sales, I'll revisit this and we'll take a look at what you guys have for your financial statements. It may, right now I'm having you report your sales, your weekly sales. Eventually you're going to be reporting out, like at least at the end of the semester, you're going to be reporting out your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet, and your total, kind of like a summary of what you've done. I think for here, if you just send an updated screenshot of your account ledger, and you can just screenshot it, you know how to do that. If you don't, Google it, and then submit it on Blackboard. So that'll be your, we might have like a question or two on there as well, but the screenshot I think is going to be the best way to just make sure that you're keeping track of it. We might also have you do a screenshot of these transactions, because then we can, if we need to kind of dig deeper, and we want to make sure that you're keeping track of these, but I'm sure you are if you have that net revenue. Okay, so I think that's it for real, and we'll get these assignments up on Blackboard to help you guys keep track of what is needed when. And that's it.